let's go to the main complaint. I could see reimbursing her perhaps something for the broken screen door, since we know that they both did it. I don't see any evidence that it was $1,000, but we can consider that. And with regard to the rent, I mean, he clearly stayed there 10 months. He was a trespasser. He remained there. He was not invited to stay. He basically owes her money for staying in that home for the 9 months at the rate she asked for of $900 and, $5,000.
The rent was $900. COVID
Correct.
does not excuse your responsibility to pay rent as a tenant. And probably she could have evicted him for another reason, but I can understand she may not have understood that, and she didn't. So he lived with her for 9 months without paying rent.
It's so unconscionable as I see it. He moved in without her permission, without an agreement with her. Then he says, basically, you're going to take the money that I give you.
Right.
And if you don't, I'm going to get a lawyer. And if you want me to leave, you have to pay me $2,000. He's a squatter and a blackmailer, and it's wrong.
I agree. Now, let me put something else out there, because I believe he owes her the $9,000, which we can only get $5,000 of. But Mr. Welker,
Doesn't owe.
well, he broke the screen door. He's the one that said it.
But
Do you want to hold him responsible?
She's suing both of them. And why can't we hold them jointly and severally liable? Welker's responsible for letting him in. Welker is who put his name on that lease and then tried to lie and say that the plaintiff, even though she didn't sign it, she wrote in the property manager designation. There's no way she did that. I think they're both liable for this deception on her. Luna owes for the rent. She's suing Welker for renting the apartment without her consent. So essentially, it's a type of fraud that she's accused of.
But he's in there. I
I agree
can't
with Judge
do that.
Mango.
Yeah.
I think there was something really bad, but I don't think she's proved anything against Weckler.
No, and how could he
But
possibly?
wait,
what
but
if-
Welker,
he
beyond
put together that
by a fair
lease.
preponderance of the.
I don't.
He could
have been
that
mistaken
fraudulent
too.
lease.
There's no evidence that he wasn't.
And how do
He
you-
said he
He's
wasn't the
confusing.
property manager, but he's identified himself as the property manager.
But we don't even know if he knows that she's not. I don't see how we could hold him
I dissent.
responsible for her I would hold him responsible for $1,000. He admitted to damaging the screen door, and I don't have any real evidence of the screen door, but we could say it's $500, and he's responsible for $500, and Luna for $4,500.
I can live with whatever the value of that screen door was.
And then what about Luna? How much do you want to?
I think what's fair.
You're
I think what's
Yeah.
fair is that she gets a full $5,000 because he owes her much more than that in
Right.
rent.
So that means we either have to find that Welker owes nothing and all the $5,000 comes from Luna, or we have to find that Luna owes $4,000 and Welker owes $1,000. I mean, we could say
I'm
we render
willing
a
to
verdict
compromise.
against you.
Listen, as long as she gets $5,000, I'm on board.
You know what we could say? We
I'm
could
not.
say the
I'm not
verdict-
on board with the reasoning and the rationale
think we
behind
should
it.
do this
But I
thing.
think she deserves $5,000.
Yeah, that's what-
And so, however you want to break it up, she gets the $5,000.
I would have held them jointly and severally liable. I would have held Welker liable for what she's suing Welker for, which is renting the apartment without her consent.
So we're not a unanimous.
Nevertheless, it comes out.
It actually doesn't matter.
Precisely.
Yeah, you know what? For the sake of clarity, it doesn't even matter.
Right.
Just do the simple verdict. It doesn't matter.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I got it. We deliberated in a very lively discussion regarding the testimony as it was or was not consistent with the written evidence that we have and as it was consistent with one another or differentiated from one another. And we are unanimous in the first instance in dismissing your counterclaim, Mr. Luna. We feel that you did not meet your burden, that the plaintiff had a right under the facts and circumstances here to call the police on you, to report you, and to follow through with that. People are allowed to do that, being free from any libel or defamation or slander. Your counterclaim is dismissed. However, we had a different belief with regard to the plaintiff and her main complaint. She's requested $5,000 because that's the maximum she can sue for here. She is due at least $9,000 in our view, based on just your non-payment of rent over the 10 months. Also, the damage to the screen door, we found she proved and met her burden on that as well. And we are finding, therefore, that she is entitled to the $5,000, $4,000 of which Mr. Luna is responsible and $1,000 of which Mr. Welker is responsible. It's a unanimous verdict in your favor, $5,000.